just lost to the Netherlands in the World Cup. This is embarrassing. FIFA's making $9 billion off of this shit. Coca-Cola's paying $2 billion for ads. We just lost in front of 4 billion people.
They fall to 8th ranked the Netherlands.
To the Netherlands. That's the worst part. We're supposed to dominate everything and everybody. This is everything that's wrong with this country. These players probably grew up on participation trophies. They don't have any competitive spirit in their bodies whatsoever. And then they took home a participation trophy to their parents and say, "Oh, Mom, I won." And they ended up in the World Cup somehow. So this is what we get. And this better not happen next time. We need to get some killers on the fucking field. And if we don't, there's only one person to blame. And that's Joe Biden. No, for yeah, it's shit.
Friday and Monday. Not bad, but
So every winter, my husband builds our kids an ice skating rink right in the front yard at our house. This year, I thought I'd show you how he does it. So first he builds this giant frame, then he lays a liner over top of it. He fills the liner with water straight from our garden hose. And while the water's filling up, he pins the sides of the liner to the frame. While the water is freezing, he puts lights all the way around it and sets up my heater. We love it so much, and the kids have so much fun skating all winter long.
All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teats. My 2 front teats. My 2 front teats.
when I walked in the club, everything changed when I walked in the club. He was looking at me like, wow, you were on my body, I drip and I drown. So he says, I heard you're a singer, I live in a penthouse, it's on the east side. I can tell what he implied, I don't trust my decisions I make after midnight. That's why he keep call his new bitch mainstream. Toxic, hypnotic, grab a couple balls from his wallet. His photos naked, little bitch niggas.
For the first time in my whole life, I am crying happy tears. My daughter was diagnosed with nonverbal autism. I was told she'd never speak or even have cognizant thought. She was in ABA therapy, and her BCBA, who has a doctorate in behavioral therapy, told me she would never have cognizant thought, and referred me to a book when I told her that I didn't believe it. So I emailed the man who wrote the book, and I told him my theory about how nonverbal autism is caused by hypotonia in the facial muscles, which is low muscle tone. I could see she was in there. I went on EBSCO, the Academic Journal Database, because I was already going to school for special education after she was delayed in speech. COVID shut down all in-person services, and I wanted to be able to help her with more than just blog advice, because I didn't want to do something wrong and then have to backtrack and fix that and then delay her progress. I joined groups for nonverbal adults who had AAC devices to get their side of the story and see and hear from them why they were unable to speak. Because it didn't seem like a cognitive issue. These people were smart. But they also thought that kids who couldn't hear were cognitively disabled until they found out that it was a physical limitation. And it's generally understood among the nonverbal autistic community that it's just physical. But when I took this to her neuropsych and her BCBA, they said there's no research to support that. So I made the research. I sat down and I came up with a plan using neurobiology, neuropsychology, special education, early intervention. Basically learned how to rewire the brain. Because after the age of 5, something called myelin pruning happens and they lose.
So what's up, y'all? It's a trend going on. Everybody burning Bensalaga. You know what I'm saying? And you know your boy. That's all I wear at Bensalagas, man. That's all I wear at Bensalagas. I even mow the yard in Bensalagas. And guess what came in today? Bensalagas. So what should I do? Should I burn them or what? I love it. If I burn them, what I'm gonna wear? So if I burn them, what I'm gonna wear? So if you want me to burn all my Bensalagas, cash out me $5,000. Until then, how they look on me? How they look? Chime in, let me know how I look. I'm about to head to the bar. I'll let your boy from Mississippi, Menzini.
Look, man, if I'm going to vote for you again, you are going to have to make a very strong case as to why. Explain to me why I should vote for you. Yeah, so if you vote for me, what I can tell you is that I am going to work my butt off to make sure that everyone gets free ice cream. Why don't I already have free ice cream? I should have free ice cream already, right? Because that's what I was promised the last time I voted for you, and here I am sitting with no free ice cream. Definitely, our performance in the past has left a lot to be desired, and nobody is more aware of that than us. But what I can tell you is that if you elect us again this time, we are definitely going to make sure that you get that free ice cream, okay? You mean the ice cream I should already have, right? That ice cream? Well, I don't have a time machine, so I can't go back in time and get you the ice cream, but what I can tell you is that we have actually been trying really, really hard. It's just that the other team, it's sort of their whole entire goal to prevent us from ever accomplishing anything. Like, this last session, we had a bill that we introduced to give everyone free ice cream, and the other team prevented that bill from being voted on by using this rule where you can talk for hours at a time to prevent a vote from taking place. Well, why is that rule a thing that exists? Well, we are trying to address that as well. You had about enough of this guy yet? Yeah, you know what? I have. What's your offer? What's your whole thing? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Basically, my whole thing is that I do whatever I can to prevent him from getting anything of any significance done. See, that's exactly what I told you he does. See, he just said it. Shut up. You had your chance. Keep talking. Tell me more. What are your core beliefs? Core beliefs. Let's see. I don't like brown people. Don't like poor people, don't like queer people. Basically, just any historically marginalized community, I'm like, bleh. And I do whatever I can to dehumanize them and degrade them on a regular basis. Okay, that's all objectively pretty awful. What's your platform? A platform? Yeah. It's mostly just the whole stopping them from accomplishing things thing. That's kind of the main meat of it. But if I had to spitball one off the old noggin, I guess I'd say the ice cream thing, right? How about this instead? I'm gonna make a dog eat a bowl of ice cream in front of you, shit that ice cream out, and then force you to eat the dog shit ice cream in front of me, and I'll say it's like because of my religion or something. I don't know, my base loves it when I say that stuff. But why? I don't know. I'm probably like evil, I guess. Okay, you're both equally terrible options. How? How is that the conclusion that you're coming to? There has to be a third option. You rang? Yeah, hi. What's your deal? So I'm basically a mixture of these two guys, but mostly the dog shit one, but don't worry about that. Okay, and what's your platform? Yeah, man, don't worry about that. Just know that I'm neither of these guys. I'm just mostly the dog shit one. Yeah, mostly me. You can vote for him if you want. I'm totally fine with that. Just as long as you don't vote for the other guy. That's really the important part.